Okay, so in this video we are going to implement Apache Spark and we'll build a cluster and we'll see how it works. So from scratch we are going to start. First of all, like I have opened my Visual Code. You just need to go to the terminal, just open a new terminal and just type pip install PySpark, right? So PySpark is actually Apache Spark, but if we want to use it with Scala, then the installation methods are different. But if we are using with Python, then we just need to install using pip or pip, and we just need to write this code, right? After doing this, since I have already installed it, it's showing me this. For the new users, the download will start after this. Then second step is you just need to go to your browser and just download Java for your system, right? After downloading like Java and this PySpark, we are ready to go, right? So we what I have done is here is like I have a data, and for example this is an example data which I have created in a CSV format, right? So what we are going to do is initially we are going to take this data.csv and we are going to create a cluster of Apache Spark, and like connecting with this data.csv, we are going to take that data and create a new like cluster data CSV using this Apache Spark, right? So how it's going to go, like so how we'll initialize this step is like first of all we just need to call PySpark.sql import Spark session. Yeah, so we are going to actually import Spark session. Without Spark session we can actually not actually this is important so that we can actually create a new data set or in a CSV file, or we can actually connect to this data.csv which we have, right? So after this we are going to actually create a Spark session, right? So let's write it here, Spark session creation, right? After this it's a comment. Okay, so let's store it in Spark, where we are going to use Spark session dot builder, so that we are actually telling it as actually we are creating a builder so that we can create a app name, a separate app name which can be used for creating this cluster, right? So here we need to write the name of the app, whatever we want to. For example, let's name it as app new, right? So new app it is, and we need to tab this up right now. After this I'm going to use this and dot, okay, so dot app master, okay, so not app, just master, and then writing it, we are calling out local 2, right? Just go with the steps which I am telling you and change these things with whatever you want to do, right? Like whatever your system needs or whatever you just need to create a transform on something, right? So we are going to do this. Yeah, so we have created this, we have actually created a builder naming, and the name of the app we have chosen is app.new, where we are using local. Now what we are going to do is, okay, so I guess the error is due to the fault in these things, right? So after this we are actually going to write input, we are actually going to input the data, and then after taking the input data we are going to call this data dot csv, and you just need to write this, the name of this data here, so that the all the data can be stored in this input data. Then for the data frame we are using spark dot read csv, so that we can read the data csv, and we need to call the variable where we have stored this data. Let's let's make the header true, and infer schema, which will also be true, right? Yeah. So after all this, we are going to actually create a transformation, or we are actually going to create a transformation which will be applied on this. So here we are actually going to create or perform a transformation which will be a basic transformation. Like what we are going to do is we are just taking our taking the data from this data.csv and creating a new file where the selected data which we are going to use in the transformation will be like stored into a new csv file, right? So let's create it. Transform df equals to df dot select, and for example, if we open this, right, so we have these schemas: name, marks, cost, and date. So what I want to do is I want to take this name and cost out from this data. We need to write the column name or schema name here, and let it be marks here, and then we are going to dot filter, right? So what for filtering, we are going to apply a small formula, you can say. We like For that we need to use square brackets, and for example I want marks which should be greater than some value, right? So that value can be like 9229. Okay, so I want the all those values which are above like above 30, yeah, or we can say above 49. Let's take 49, right? So if the marks is above 49, then take that data, and we also want it to show it like in the terminal. Now we are going to save this data. Okay, so this will actually show you the extracted data in your terminal. After this, we are going to actually the next step is we need to save the data, right, in a separate csv file. So what we are going to do is we will create a variable which is, and the name of the csv can be data extracted, right? After this, we are going to use transform df dot write all the data extracted to this output, right? And let's make the header true. After this, we are going to tell Spark to just stop yourself and come out of the function, right? So this is the code. Okay, so now what we are going to do is we just need to save this file, and we are going to like run this up, right? Okay, so after running, okay, so it's saying Spark session object has no attribute read csv. Okay, so I made a small mistake because here we just need to replace it with a dot, right? Let's check this out. Okay, so you can see here, like first of all you can see the data extracted .csv has been created, and which can be seen here, and we have actually made the header true. Also, if we compare it with the data from where we have extracted, then you can see we have applied a transformation where we just want name and marks, right? So name and marks, but marks should be like greater than 40, right? Let me check. Yeah, no, okay, so marks should be greater than 49, so it's 50 and 229. So only the name of these two candidates will be like shown as you can see here, and also here, right? I hope this made a small impact on the knowledge of yours, and you would have like gained some knowledge of how cluster works and how we can actually create cluster, and how actually PySpark can use cluster for like different for big data and all.